and many women are missing out on their chance to work in a field that could create more than 1 million new jobs by 2020. Researchers say less than 6% of working women choose careers in technology, and only 2% have the right education to fill those spots. Michelle Miller went to Minneapolis to see why the digital divide has the tech industry worried.
Computer's your friend.
Wasn't meant to interface with the machine.
Hollywood's unflattering portrayal of techies is exactly why college students Prachi Banthia and Molly Long never considered computer science growing up.
My main problem was the stigma around it. Oh, you do computer science, you must be totally antisocial and not talk to anybody. You know, I think that's something that, I don't know if it hurts young girls more than it hurts young boys, but it definitely affected me a lot.
But not anymore.
That's kind of where my focus is. And the summer before that, I worked at NetApp.
I just thought it was really cool to be able to make a program and to be able to customize it. It involves a lot of creativity and it's very collaborative, which is what people don't think.
Welcome to the 2013 Grace Hopper Celebration for Women in Computing.
That's what attracted them and more than 4,000 other women to the Grace Hopper Conference in Minneapolis.
We need women to lead along with men.
Here, industry leaders like Facebook's Chief Operating Officer, Sheryl Sandberg, talk tech and mentor the future generation of programmers and product designers.
This is the most flexible career there is.
Jobs that can pay upwards of 40% more than the average career salary.
When you look out here and you see all of these women, diverse crowd of women,
I love it.
Maria Clave is the president of Harvey Mudd College, a school that's quadrupled its population of female computer science graduates from 10% in 2005 to 40% 2 years ago.
You have to have women believe that they can succeed. You have to have people being willing to say, I can do it. I'm female. I can be a scientist. I can be a mathematician. I am a scientist and a mathematician. I'm an engineer.
how is it that women start to realize that it is a perception and it is not the reality?
You know, our image of who's a computer scientist, who develops software, it's a geeky guy with no life. We have to shine a bigger light on people who are doing great things.
At Brown University, Molly Long has taken up the task of being a full-time computer science recruiter.
We had like a switching to CS party where we had
kidding.
Yeah, so we had like posters up that was
That's
like,
so cute.
oh, Beyonce like started computer science, can you do it? Or like Kendrick Lamar can code, can you do that?
Yeah.
So we had like posters like all around like all these different departments, and we attracted like maybe 200 students to come to our party from all these different departments. And then we like broke down all the stereotypes for them. Like, we really don't just code in the dark. We like do fun stuff. We're collaborative people. Our projects are awesome. And then this year for our enrollment for our intro CS classes, it like spiked, it like doubled.
A spike they hope continues to grow.
Why are women needed in the mix?
If we don't have women in computer science, we're missing half of the population. And if you don't have a diverse workforce, diverse teams working on it, you get crummy solutions. So you need women at the table.
More women in an industry that's expected to create 1.4 million new jobs by the end of the decade. For CBS This Morning, Michelle Miller, Minneapolis.
You know, this is a real issue because in 1984, something like 37% of computer science graduates were women. Now it's 13%, and yet these jobs pay 40% more. So the wage gap is going to get worse if there's fewer women in these fields.
Well, stories like this will help change the perception. Don't you always think, Charlie, things are better when women are involved?
Absolutely.
Don't you think?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think the biggest mistake a country can make is not to take advantage of 50% of the population, the brain power and everything else.
Totally agree.
That's a Warren Buffett line, I think, too.
Is it?
Yeah, something very similar.
I'd like to think I think like Warren.
We'll share some tips with us later, if you will.
Or Warren thinks like you.